Series X versus Series S, which Xbox is better? Microsoft recently released two next-generation consoles, the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. Both of them are technically next-gen consoles, but they also both have some major differences in potential pricing and hardware. In this video, we'll go over some of the key differences between the two consoles and provide a deeper look into what makes each one special. Before we jump in, be sure to like the video and leave a comment on which Xbox you plan to get. Let's get started. The Xbox Series X. The Series X is the more powerful of the two consoles by a fairly significant margin. It's also way bigger, with the chunky rectangular design that weighs almost 10 pounds, twice as much as the Series S. This extra room allows for a lot of things, but perhaps the biggest difference is the fact that this version of the Xbox has a disk drive. The Series S can only run digital versions of games. The Series X also features a terabyte of internal storage, with the Series S only having half that. It has 12 teraflops of processing power, which is 3 times the Series S, and allows for true 4K gaming resolution. Both of the Xboxes can run video in 8K and have the same amount of ports: USB, Ethernet, wireless, and HDMI. The Series X comes with the more powerful HDMI cord to account for its superior resolution. The Series X comes in at $499, which lines up well with its competitor, the PS5, also at $499. All things considered, the Series X is Microsoft's most powerful console to date. The Xbox Series S. But $499 is quite a bit of money. What about the Series S? Well, the Series S comes in at only $299, a 40% discount from the top-of-the-line Series X. It's also a much better deal than the digital PS5, which goes for $399. So, what's the biggest downside? Well, for most people, the biggest downside is the lack of a disk drive. This means not only must all your games be digital, but the Series S also can't function as a Blu-ray player for movies and TV shows. While on its own, this may not seem like a major downside. Just download the digital versions of the games, after all. The real trouble comes with the limited storage space of the Series S. It only has 512 gigabytes of storage. This isn't really much storage space at all, considering Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War takes up a whopping 175 gigabytes of storage. And that's just one game. At that rate, you can only hold 2 to 4 games on the console's native storage system, which is simply terrible. While this can be shored up by purchasing external storage space that artificially inflates the price of the Series S, making it less of a bargain. And what about the graphical hit? Well, that probably won't matter too much, all things considered. While the Series X's 4K resolution is certainly impressive, it's hard to tell the difference between it and the 1440p resolution of the Series S. Graphical resolution is going up across the board, which is a good thing. It means that having the best graphics isn't a priority anymore. Plus, you would need to buy a 4K television screen in order to make full use out of the Series X. If you don't have a 4K monitor, the Series S graphics will do just fine. As far as processing power and loading times go, the Series S is also comparable than you would think to the Series X. Most of the load times on the S are seconds slower per screen, which isn't a huge deal. The difference between a 25-second loading time and a 23-second loading time is hardly noticeable. The performance of the Series S is not the biggest problem, it's the lack of storage space. Other benefits. While either the Series X or the Series S can be bought outright for their full amount, Microsoft offers a monthly payment plan for both of them too. This starts at $35 for the Series X and $25 for the Series S. Both payment plans last 24 months and provide Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for that time. Buyer beware. Going with this payment plan means you will pay a total of $800 for the Series X and $600 for the Series S. However, considering 24 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate goes for $360, this is not a terrible payment plan. Rolling it into the purchase of either Xbox saves you $60. Game Pass Ultimate is also a good deal if you like playing a variety of games and comes with Live Gold, which is required to play online multiplayer games. Game Pass Ultimate allows you to play over 100 games for any Windows device, including PCs and Android phones. New games will be added as they release. Many games give you bonus content, and you can get better deals if you want to purchase a game down the line. The more games you want to play, the better the value of this deal is. It's especially great for the Series S, and that can only run digital games anyway. If you like playing a lot of games, or simply don't have the $300 or $500 laying around, the monthly plan is not a bad value. Both Series X and Series S also allow for backwards compatibility with games you already own, so no worries there. Overall, both Xboxes will serve you well. The Series S is definitely the better deal if you don't mind uninstalling and reinstalling games every once in a while or coughing up the extra dough for external storage space. But if you can't live without the disk drive, the Series X has you covered with higher graphical fidelity and storage space to boot. Now that you know all the details of the new next-gen Xboxes, which one will you get? Or will you stick with PC or PlayStation gaming? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tech content coming up.